high voltage fist. Like, I'm not gonna like look. Let's see. This is why I like Genos a lot, because although we always got, we all know who the Supreme God King is, and that's Saitama. Everyone fucking knows that. However, though, when we ever look at what fucking Genos can do, this is what he is. He is a fucking beast that takes care of everything in a fucking instant. Like, I mean, I really do love, like, obviously the change of colour Genos with a new hairstyle, a new gauntlets, because there's a lot more detail in it. But it's even just the normal stuff when he goes, like, Demon Cyborg, it's just like, incinerate. Just blows everything the fuck up. So chapter 61 of One Punch Man is actually coming out, and it was like the first thing we got to see, which is like, I know a lot of people, and I'm kind of getting to this point now, is like, okay, we kind of get it with the tournament, can we please kind of like skip around these people? And it's like showing like the fucking like trainer dude that like Saitama owns, like in like what, episode 5 of the anime. It was like Snake, I believe his name is, or like a very weird pronunciation of Snake. It was like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna own this irrelevant dude like that who just looks like a fat E-pin from like Hitman Reborn, and he's just like, oh, hold on a sec, don't hurt me anymore. And it's just like, no, I just do this fake out for this punch. And then it was just like, wow, yeah, you just got owned. And like everyone's saying, Snack, he's awesome like that. And he's like, yeah, he's like the low tier A class and all that. But it's like, yeah, but even still, I fucking own like all your asses and all that. And it's like, wherever you look, are occupied by nothing more but more fierce and more, like, at least you guess you can like appreciate that. It's like he knows like when like there are limits to people. It's just like, yeah, it's at last when I face reality of situation, it feels frustrating and hopeless that the rank of top heroes, wherever you look, there's nothing but monsters. Now what's just the most coolest part of the chapter is when Genos appears and he starts going out there and blasting. Now this is, I believe if I remember correctly, this is kind of like, this is still stuff like, we only got to see a little bit in the one manga. It's just him going around after like, oh, we need to go and clear up stuff. Because like, that's the thing, like the tournament, like, it didn't happen in the actual series. It's been a while, so I'm either pretty sure that the tournament never happened in the original manga, or that it was just completely skimmed around like altogether. I'm pretty sure, like, it's been honestly like a real good cut a long while since I just read it at like 5 in the morning, completely drunk. It's just like, yeah, I fucking love it. I'm pretty sure it didn't happen, but it's like, going from that, he's just beating the dog shit out of all these like fucking monsters out there, and everyone's like, yeah, it's fucking Demon Cyborg, and he's just there like looking fucking hench and all that, like left it, like he's just like, yeah, fuck all this stuff, guys, like gotta deal with this shit. And then obviously with the Hero Association, they're trying to contact Genos, and he's like, yeah, look, I've taken care of one of them already, and it's like, I mean, CC, we need to go take care of all this stuff. And I'm like glad that they just skimmed some of like these other guys, and it just showed like how much more powerful than like fucking Genos is than these fucking scrub kings at the tournament. It's like, oh yeah, this super electrified body claims victory, yeah, like from this stuff, and then you just see Genos immediately just do a high voltage, a new move for him, which I'm really glad, because every time that we've ever seen him, like, because I believe in the anime, he had his own thing, like he had like a lightning flash or something where he was like able to blind the Sea King, which wasn't in like the original manga, which I love. Like, he has other stuff, then machine gun bolt, like had that, and then also as well the incinerating move and missiles. It's like, I'm glad that at least they're getting him, and it's like, it's a fantastic looking pet. Like, that's like, no one can ever deny that about Yusuke Murata. His art is amazing. It's always going to be fucking amazing. You can just clearly see every time and all that, all the details of like the chrome and like everything's beautiful. However, though, I am in like that boat as well, and that's kind of why I didn't talk about like the last bit of like chapter 60 and all that. It's like, okay, like, Murata, can we kind of I'm getting there, and it's like, can we kind of move things a little bit on, although I am very much like, I think it's just that's the point of like when you caught up to the series, like especially one of this caliber, that is, with it being digital, that like he doesn't put out the entire chapter at once, he puts parts of it at a time. I think that just goes to show, so I was like, yeah, like, one, it's me being impatient, it's like I need more stuff and all that, but also as well, it's like, he's wanting to add his own stuff and wanting to make a little bit difference between also like the one version and like Mara, because like in the end of the day it'll be like, oh well, like I've got this version, and it's like it also gives a good branching type breathing space, so it's like, oh, I don't have to like completely follow on like one's footsteps. It's like, no, he takes his own time and does whatever he wants, and that I can kind of see that's what he's doing, and he's having fun with it and making it entertaining at the same way. We've had a clear example of this with, if you look at Boruto, like Naruto the movie, and then you look at the Boruto manga, which is just clearly the same thing, but it has worse art, and it's like the kind of thing, like when you think about that, it's like although like Murata's got amazing godlike fucking art, and I know like one's is a little bit rough and all that, it's like, do you really, like, out of all of it, do you want an exact carbon fucking copy of everything? And it's like, no, like, and that's the thing with like the Boruto stuff, it's like, I don't want the repeat of that stuff because it was already really like good, although this is like a slight little difference in the case. It's like, I do kind of want to get to the stuff in it because there's some really good shit and all that, but it's like, yeah, the tournament is like, I kind of wish you just hurry up and all that, because like, I'm really interested in some of these opponents, but it's like, you don't need to like focus on Snake, and you don't have to focus on Lightning Max and like kind of some of those characters, because like, they're kind of shitty. And that's the thing, I've had plenty of discussions with a friend that's like caught up with like both the one version and the Murata version, and I've always been like on the Murata side, where it's like I've always liked the Yusuke Murata, because that, like, no one would know like One Punch Man like that if it wasn't for this version. But it's an interesting discussion where it's like, I actually genuinely want to do like a video like talking about like obviously One Punch Man versus the original one. So honestly, I might do that, but it's a good chapter. But I will say that's this is the one thing I'm having issues kind of like coming into like the Mara version, is like, I kind of wish we stopped focusing on like the tournament a little bit and kind of go more on the story. And if you're gonna keep focusing on the tournament like that, I would kind of wish that they would hurry up with the tournament a little bit, because it's like, we've been on this tournament for a little while, and I kind of want to get to the really good shit, you know, see a little bit of Gara and see the other characters. But that's all for me though. So I still really enjoyed the chapter though. I am still gonna give it like a 7.5 like for the first part that we got out of it. But then as well, we still haven't got the full finalized part of it. But so far, the first bit that we've seen, yeah, I have to give that a 7.5 out of 10, because I really like that. And Genos just going in like a fucking beast. Everyone loves Genos, and like throughout the entirety of like seeing those panels of Genos in there, I just had like Genos' theme from the anime playing, and it's like, that's what I had in my head, because fucking Genos is the best. But that's all from me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.